Hi everyone, so today on the show we're doing a Too Faced brand review. We have powders, we have concealers and foundations, we have eyeshadows, we have 2 eyeshadow palettes actually, and we also have lip colors. So if you want to figure out how I did this to my face with all of these products, then keep on watching. But before we get into this video fully, I see you. I know you're new here. We met eyes through the screen. I see you watching me. So why don't you just hit that subscribe button and help a guy out? Seriously, it'll help a lot. Just like this video says, I'm one peachy boy, so I could really use your help. So just hit the subscribe button and you'll know when I upload. So that will be a huge help for both of us. So I guess before this video starts, let's talk about my relationship with Too Faced. Prior to this video, the only palette I have ever used from Too Faced is the White Peach palette. This is the best palette in the world for cosplay. You can see where it's been damaged twice. So I've never really used many of their products, but I really like the peanut butter and jelly palette and the peach palette, you know, just like these food palettes, the chocolate bar palette, just these really, really sweet things. And then in direct contrast with the Better Than Sex mascara, and I think they had a blush called Orgasm at one point. Maybe that was Too Faced, maybe that was a different brand. But you get the idea, there's this stark contrast between sexy and cute, and I really, really like that, although I'm way more into the cute side of things. So at the beginning of this month, I just decided, you know what, let's just do a Too Faced brand review and I'll use that as an excuse to buy other products I'm curious about. And that's what I did. So all of these products came out of my own money. So obviously this is going to be my own unfiltered opinion. No one's paying me to do anything. No one's paying me to say anything. These products were not sent to me in PR. I do not get PR. PR would be helpful, I won't lie to you. But I do not get it at this point in time. So all of this is just my opinions and I don't have any reason to suck up to anyone. Okay, so I feel like to begin with we should prime the face. I didn't get a Too Faced primer, so we're just gonna go in with my personal favorite classic, the Touch in Soul No Problem Primer. I've heard this is really similar to the Too Faced primer, so I don't know if that's true. I can't confirm or deny it, but it's what I've heard. So it's something, and that's why we're using this one today. Other than the fact that it's one of only 2 primers I own. And you guys know, I'm all about pore blurring. I hate pores, on me at least. Some people pull them off. I've never met anyone that pulls them off actually, but there's probably someone out there that you're just wow, I love that I can see your pores. So the foundation I got is the Born This Way foundation. Lots of people have been talking about this recently. I know there's a peach foundation. I kind of wanted to try that one out, but this one was the one that was in stock, and it is in the color Snow? Snow, yes. So I guess I'm just going to treat this like I would a normal foundation. So 2 pumps. I've shook it a bit before this video. It's very thick feeling, I guess you could say. Because I'm used to the Luminous Silk foundation that's very watery and liquidy. This is much thicker. I think I've used too much. So we will see how this goes. This is way more full coverage than the Luminous Silk foundation. Oh my god. I'm regretting how much I used. I should have used less, much less. I know less is more with foundation, so why didn't I remember that? So I went into this thinking, oh, Born This Way, it's probably medium coverage, probably a little bit dewy. What I'm getting is a really sort of natural full coverage, which I didn't think was possible. Yet here we are. Being fair and honest, it could just be the amount I used, and there might be a medium coverage option if you just aren't an idiot and remember less is more. So keep that in mind, but honestly, I'm not mad at this. I really like this. I would definitely wear this for cosplay. And I'm really lucky that that shade matched me because I went into this fully expecting it to be too dark. Next we're going into concealer, and this is the multi-use sculpting concealer, which is their newest release. It's a very full coverage concealer, and people are saying this is the Tarte Shape Tape Killer. Now, you know if you've been watching me, I have used the Tarte Shape Tape in every single one of the videos that I do of makeup on this channel. So we will see how this goes. I already like it. It's way more, how do I put it? The Tarte Shape Tape, it's very drying from the moment it touches your skin. This is not drying at all. I'll see how it wears, but so far I'm liking it a lot. Now, I don't know if this is just because it's like freezing in this room or if this has like a cooling effect to it, but I can vaguely remember other people saying that they felt like it had a cooling effect, so that's nice. We're going to take this right up into the inner corners and just do this. And if you've been watching me recently, you would know this, but if you are new here, I take it right down onto the Cupid's bow to sort of flatten out the face while also like emphasizing my cheekbones because I like to live my anime boy fantasy. Just take this here. And we'll just do a little thing there. So now I'm going to leave this to set. So far, initial application impressions, I really like this. Some concealers you can get a little bit too liquidy, like their application isn't quite so smooth. So I really like how smooth this applied. And also, this is my first time ever using the same concealer as the foundation. So, Too Faced, you have, well, this isn't an honor. I'm not going to be like so big-headed to call it an honor, but you have the pleasure, I guess. And I'm just going to leave this to set for 1 or 2 minutes just to really push up the coverage. That's what I do with every other concealer. I'm going to treat this like I treat every other concealer. It's been a total of 5 minutes, so we're going to just blend this side out, blend the chin out. Oh, wow. Okay, that spread a lot. That spread more than I expected, but I'm not mad at it. Spread this side out. So the shade I used was the shade Swan, which was the lightest shade they had in the concealer. And I need a lighter shade. I'll just say that now. I need 1 shade lighter. And I think even in the Born This Way foundation, the shade lighter is Cloud, which is white. Which is quite close to my Shape Tape concealer color. So this might work as like a normal concealer for me, like if I wanted to like deepen my skin tone down a bit, but for like day-to-day wear, I just kind of feel like the shade is wrong for me. So if they expanded the shade range to like include Cloud or just to amp it up a little bit, I'd be fine. But that being said, the application is so nice. That blended out so easily. It looks good on the foundation. Hold up, let me just... This looks so good on the foundation. But even as it is, in this hand mirror and in my monitor, it looks fine. I don't think that 1 shade is that big of a deal. So I think I could see myself using this a lot. Forget everything I said about it not being bright enough. This is fine. I like this a lot. Just to throw it out there, I'm liking everything and having fun, and I'm not paid by Too Faced. I'm not like on their PR list or anything. I like having fun and thinking of things in a positive way. And if I don't like something, I'm really upset. So Too Faced had a lot of powders to choose from, but I decided to get their Peach Perfect powder. This one is supposedly like mattifying, I think. So let's get to using this. And I'm actually gonna bake today. Oh, okay. It's pink. I'm concerned. The reason I'm concerned about it being pink is my undertones are yellow and blue. They're not really red. Like, I know I've got very red skin, but that's from like discoloration and stuff. So let's see how this goes, because I really don't want to bring out my discoloration. I'm just gonna press this in. Some just flew into my mouth. Don't eat it, but it does taste how it smells. Don't eat it though. The temptation. More just flew into my mouth. And we're basically just gonna powder everywhere we put the concealer. I like to do a bit of overlap just so we can sort of set the areas that we didn't put the concealer as well. We're just gonna leave that for a little while. And we're gonna leave this to bake today just to try and help brighten things up. So I'm gonna talk about this packaging. I really like this thing. I've never had any powders with this thing before. I really like this. I think for traveling, this is like genius. I wish more companies would do something like this because I feel like it would be really helpful for traveling. I feel like, you know, you can take it off if you don't like it. You know, it should be more of a thing that's standard rather than optional. So, Too Faced, I really like this packaging. I really like this smell. I know you're not supposed to taste it, but I also like the way it tastes. So, 10 out of 10 would recommend a sensory experience. So next we're gonna take a big fluffy brush and we're just gonna brush all of this up. Remember, always brush upwards, never brush down. Brushing down is bad for your skin. Brushing upwards is good for your skin. Brushing down makes your skin cells cry. And they are very cute and work hard. So do not ruin their work. So upon brushing that off, my skin is looking darker than it usually is. Like, I normally wouldn't have skin this shade. It's about 2 shades darker, but I don't hate it because of how airbrushed it's looking and just how nice it looks. It's bad, but I can see myself going for this look more than my paler look. And I'm like a vampire person. Like, when I say that, I take my vampire status very seriously. I like being pale. I feel like this could work. This would be like on the border of human and vampire. This would work. As for the pink color that was in the powder, it's not bringing up any discoloration in my skin, but there is like a slight pinky kind of hue about my skin right now. I'm not used to it, but I don't hate it, but I'm not used to it. So I'm sort of a little bit like, oh, my skin can look like that, okay. So for eyeshadows, you've already seen me use the white peach palette before. Like I said in that video, I really like this palette. This palette is like the best palette for cosplayers. We're not using this one today. Instead, I got an all new palette specifically for this video. It is the Just Peachy palette, which is like the companion palette to the white peach palette. It comes with the same number of shades, but they are all mattes. Just Peachy mattes, which I'm really looking forward to. I feel like I can get some like really nice sort of visual neutral looks out of this, if that makes any sense. I'm like begging to go into this just right color, so we'll see how this comes out. I'm really excited to go into this, but first let's zoom you in so you can see what's going on with my eyes. So first things first, we're gonna go in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in anti-aging. I've used this time and time again, and a few of you actually commented on this in the past. I don't know if more of you will have commented on this by then. Yes, this primer does remove all coverage of foundation and concealer on the eyelid. That's what eyeshadow primers will do. There isn't a single eyeshadow primer on the market that won't do that, unless it's something like the MAC Paint Pot, which in itself has color, like, because it's actually a cream eyeshadow. It's not a primer, but you can use it as a very good primer. But the point is, when you use an eyeshadow primer, you have a really good base once you use your base eyeshadow, instead rather than just having to go onto bare powdered skin. It's a whole thing. So I think to begin with, we're going to go in with this peach butter color, and we're just going to pack peach butter all over the lid, make sure that we don't leave anything alone. So what I'm really liking about this color so far is that it's actually not too far off the foundation shade. It's just a little bit deeper, but I really like it's sort of like pink undertone to it. I think that's going to give us good inspiration, because I still have no idea what kind of look I'm going to go for. Next, we're going to go in with Just Peachy. We're going to just use that in our crease as our transition shade. I really like this color. Oh my god, I want more of this color in and around my body. Oh my god, give me more of this color. Ah! In all seriousness though, this color is like perfect. I can use it to like smoke out a look. It could be a transition shade. This color is so flexible. Oh, I love this color. I love this. This is giving me ideas. We're having ideas, people. We're having breakthroughs. Next, we're gonna go in with Peach Punch. And we're literally just gonna take that all over the lid. Leave nothing untouched. Nothing is sacred for Peach Punch. Peach Punch just wants in everywhere. The world belongs to Peach Punch. And don't be afraid to just like feather things together as we go along with this particular look. Because like I said, at this point in time, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I kind of just need to make sure things are blended out as we go rather than blending out after the fact like I normally do. Because if I don't like something, it's easier to fix things that are blended. Next, we're going to take Peach Sangria. We're just going to go in this outer V area, sort of going in very, very light to begin with rather than pure pigment from the off. So we can just like build it up. And take it a little bit under the eye as well, not too far under, just a little bit. We're going to take Peach Butter again. We're just going to smoke this out a little bit, just so it looks a bit more seamless. I'm turning into John McClane. Something I just keep getting lost in is just how easy these shadows are to blend. Like, I'm not really having to try that hard at all. Then we're going to take Just Ripe, and we're just going to very lightly blend that into the midpoint. Then we're going to take Peach Meringue. We really want to pack it onto the brush and then just bring it into the inner corner and drag out. And this will just help to lighten things up a little bit. Then we're going to take Peach Meringue again, this time on a fluffy brush, and just blend out the perimeter of the shadows. Then finally we're going to take Peach Punch on a fluffy brush, and we're going to go along the lower lash line here. Take it all the way around. Then finally we're going to go back into Peach Meringue one more time. We're just going to pack that onto the brow bone, like really pack it in there. So I'm going to do my brows and my contouring off camera quickly, and then we're going to go into this guy for a few things. That we're not actually going to use it for eyeshadow though. Okay, so I quickly did my eyebrows and contouring off camera, but if you're interested in the products I use that I don't mention, I'll have a full list down below. Next, we're going to go in with the White Peach palette, and we're going to take this Peach Ice color as our highlight. So we're just going to go in with, I'm going to say a conservative amount because there is a bit of fallout with this color. I mean, that's perfect. It's so subtle, I love it. You know, because you don't always want like a crazy amount of highlight. Sometimes you just want a little subtle look, especially like when you've used like 5 mattifying products. A little bit on the bridge of the nose, chin. And in fact, today I'm feeling a bit special, so let's just do the jawline as well. So for lips, we're going to go in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Peach Fuzz. So let's see how this looks with this look, because I know I already like this product. I feel like once the lips set down a bit, it'll look better. So I'm gonna leave these to set. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara off camera, then we'll get into my final thoughts. And this is the final look. I'll be honest, I'm really not sure how I'm feeling about the lip color of this. Maybe I should have used like different shade of lip gloss, but I didn't own one. So we're just gonna go with it and appreciate that it's there and it's trying its best. Overall, I really liked every product I used. I especially liked how this one tasted. I know you're not meant to eat them, but it flew into my mouth. I can definitely see myself using this foundation and concealer together a lot. But at the same time, if I were to use my other foundations, I feel like this concealer would be a little bit too dark for me. I'm gonna like try it out. I'm gonna like play around and see how I can make things work. But for now, I think this might just be a little bit too dark. And that's the lightest shade. So I wish they had like a better shade range, because I often have that. Like, I'm very pale, so a lot of times like the palest shade on me looks orange. I really like this Peach Ice's highlight. I mean, just looking at it like that just makes me feel like, you know, when you usually don't feel that much towards highlight. I normally don't, but when I find one I like, I'm like, yes. In terms of the eyeshadows, I really love how blendable they are. I just love how blendable these eyeshadows are. I can't express that enough. I really like this eyeshadow palette. It's a little bit neutral for me, but at the same time, my normal look is the look I did with the Blood Sugar palette. Just normally I wouldn't do the white mascara or eyeliner. So this kind of look right now could be sort of like a, I'm a small emo bean, don't look at me, I'm shy, but also I'm a small emo bean. So I guess in that sense it works. With that being said, I can definitely see every single one of these products becoming like a everyday product for me, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting myself to hate at least one. And I'll be honest, I was expecting myself to hate this one. This is the one I was like, I think it's pink. Like, I looked through the glass and I was like, I think it's pink. Then it came out and it was pink. And then I really like it. I just love how airbrushed it's made me look. I like the finish. I like how my skin smells. Like, I can smell it all around me. I just really like it. I love the lip gloss. Now that it's beginning to set, I do like the lip gloss. With this look, does it work entirely? I'll know once I'm editing and I've done color correction, but on my monitor right now, I'm a bit like, this was a choice. This was indeed a choice I made and I'm currently living with. But that's all I really have to say. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if there are any other brands you want me to do a full brand review of, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and why don't you just like check out this video? I've left it right there. I went to that effort, so the least you could do is click on it and then watch it and then click on the one of the words. I know how to speak. Just click on the video, please.